Hello and welcome to the Combo Chick Day DotA channel. Today we are doing the noobs. Did I say noobs? I meant news. This has been the first episode, the pilot episode. It's basically what I'm doing. It's a new project I'm starting. A weekly series of all the things that happen in the Dota 2 world, internationally and locally as well. I will focus on Dota 2. I will touch on other games every now and again, but my primary focus will be on Dota 2 because I'll just be honest with you, it's the only game I actually understand. And I say understand, but nobody really understands this crazy game. Yeah, so it's a weekly episode. I'm gonna post them every Tuesday. I say that this first episode is coming out on a Wednesday. Rookie mistake. Underestimate the time it takes to make a quality YouTube video. And yeah, let's not focus too much on that and get into it. The first and most relevant thing that happened in the world of Dota 2 is in the last week has been the Epicenter Dota 2 LAN finals. It was a great tournament to say the least, and a very important one as well. It's one of the largest tournaments leading up to the international event that's coming up, will most likely be in August. And the victors of it were none other than Team. Before we even get there, dare we say it, Nahas was right. Team Liquid took home the crown, taking home $500,000 and the second LAN win in a space of a month in the 7.06 patch. So that definitely helps in their case for the TI invite, and it's just an impressive performance we saw. They'll be very happy with that. Second place, of course, was Team EG. Evil Geniuses getting second place. Not the worst result. I expected them to take the tournament all the way, but you know what? It's Dota. Shit happens. Whatevs. Special congratulations to Team Secret and LFY for making it to the playoffs. And yeah, secured that top 4 finish. It was impressive performances from them as well, especially Team LFY. They played a really good, some really good games of Dota in this tournament, and a better performance than we've seen from them in the past. It was impressive to say the least. That's it for Epicenter. Oh yeah, shout out to Dimitri as well. And so I said it's the largest tournament before TI, but that doesn't mean there's other tournaments. Not any other tournaments post Epicenter. This was all the teams that played then, whatever. I forgot to actually change my slideshow. Should I redo that? No, it's fine. The next tournament we have coming up we have actually 2 tournaments announced for the next 4 days. There'll be a lot of Dota being played. One tournament will be, well, this is the first one we'll be touching on, Beyond the Summit. The teams will be consisting of Team VP, Team Empire, Team NP, LGD, VGJ, Navi, Team Secret, and DC. Pretty decent lineup. No EG, no OG, but a decent lineup to say the least. I'm kind of looking forward to this. 8 teams competing for about $100,000-ish. And yeah, in the next 4 days, this tournament will be going on. And another tournament will also be going on. We'll touch on that in a bit. In the talent department, they call it talent. It's funny. We have these tournaments going on with like 9k MMR players juking it out, battling to be the best, and we just call them players, and we talk the guys, the broadcasters, the freaking casters, the talent, and I mean they just talk about games. Yeah, and maybe I'll be considered talent one day too. Feels good, man. Where were we? 3 teams are only invited to this LAN. In the talent department, we have Aldi, Lacoste, Grant, Charlie, PPD. Ooh, that's a nice addition to the tournament. I loved him on the panel at DAC. He was a good caster too, and yeah, I'm happy to see him back at a tournament and working again. Fogged, we all know Fogged, Cuddle Guy, and Gods. Another interesting name to see pop up here is KBBQ. Jack, he'll be the translator. And if he's on the panel, you should really definitely look out for him. He's got a very deep voice and stuff, but he knows a hell of a lot about Dota, especially Chinese Dota, so keep an eye out for him. Next event that's also happening now in this next 4 days is the Galaxy Battles tournament in China. It's gonna be, yeah, from the 4th to the... Alright, I just forgot my dates completely. It should be, I don't know. In the next 4 days, from now till 4 days from now, this tournament will be going on. And Beyond the Summit is an NA tournament, and Galaxy Battles is a China tournament, so the time zones is gonna be completely different. The teams invited to this tournament were Team Newbie, Planet Odd, TNC, and IG Vitality. I think IG Vitality was actually the normal IG's team invite, but they had to pull out to I'm not quite sure what circumstances. I think it's just because they wanted to rest before like TI season really starts. So that's understandable. The qualifying teams for the tournament are as follows: Happy Feet, Infamous, Mouse Sports, and Vici Gaming. I'm very interested to see how Vici do in this tournament. They have had an introduction of How into their team. If I'm not mistaken, Lanham is coaching them as well. So it's a very high caliber of players involved in that team at the moment. So yeah, it should be good. So a lot of Dota to be watch out for in the next few days. Let's just touch on the who's going to be what doing where. This is the, as you can see, the tournament format of the thing. 4 teams invited, couple of qualifiers. Main event is going to run like this. It's going to be group stage, 2 groups of 4, round robin again, in best of 2 format. Group stages determine seeding for playoff. Top seed of each group proceeds to the semifinals. The bottom seed of each group starts in the lower bracket. Playoffs are double elimination. All matches besides the grand final are best of 3, and grand final, as always, is a best of 5. Alright, now let's talk about the broadcast talent here as well. We have Sunsfan, Brax, Anidroid, and Baskip. Okay, Sunsfan, Brax, we've seen them a lot before. But Anidroid, it's good to see her casting at some big events like this. It's not the biggest tournament ever, but yeah, it's nice to see her at a LAN tournament. She's casted, she's very well known for that 14-hour TI qualifiers cast she did. Like, one man just going for it, one woman rather, just going for it, casting the whole day. And I kind of like her casting, so I'm happy to see her here at an event. And for all us South Africans, it's really great to see Mr. Baskip, Booskip, whatever his name is, Cameron Scott. Apparently a South African guy, and he'll be casting this event, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I haven't heard of him before or seen him before, but it should be good. It should be good. In panelist department here, we have Zayori, Shane Nomad, Nahaz, Jenkins. Yeah, normal people. Who cares about panelists anyway? So, big announcement for South African eSports. The people who organized Rage have organized a new tournament, or event rather. It's called The Rush. Rage Esports Initiative, as the website says. It's going to be held on at Sandton Convention Center in Johannesburg from the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of July. My understanding of what the event is going to be like, it's going to be like Rage, that happens every year. October, you know about it. But for competitive esports. So they'll be having a wide range of tournaments. We'll go through that in a bit. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's great to see these kind of things happen. Just a little spoiler for when we go through the tournaments. There is no Dota 2 there. I'm very sad. But again, you get other games getting exposure is great. Like Dota 2 and CSGO get a lot of exposure all the time. So having other things get a chance to like shown and played and get money and stuff for that, I'm all down for. I'll be going there, so if you're there, yeah, come say hello to me. The tournament, the competitions there are as followed. There's going to be a CSGO tournament going on there, hosted by EWC, so it's going to be quite a big and serious tournament. League of Legends, Street Fighter, and FIFA. That's what has been announced so far. So yeah, a pretty decent lineup of games being played there. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and one last announcement for the Rush event is they're going to be having a NAGLAN there as well. So there'll be about 600 slots open. So if you want to go and LAN with a whole bunch of other people during that weekend, feel free, buy a ticket and go have a good time there. Always happy to see that. The next segment in my video is something I'm pretty proud of. I came up with did I come up with this idea myself? I don't even know. But it's something that interests me a lot. It's I call it immigration season. The transfers, the roster changes. So in Dota 2, I mean, it's quite a commonly known thing where people kind of like ping pong balls between teams. Left, right, left, right, left, right. RTZ best example of that. And so it's pretty hard to keep track of that sometimes. So I've done the duties of compiling all that and make it viewable for you guys. And I give my thoughts on it too. First team we got here is Pulse Gaming. Aghanim was, I don't actually know on what circumstances he left the team, but he's not in the team anymore, and Wazoo has joined the team. Firstly, before we get into the rest of the team, I'm happy to say Aghanim is gone there, and I don't mean bad on him or bad on Pulse, but I saw him at the Masters Cup LAN. He was looking pretty depressed there, so hopefully a new change in environment makes him a bit happier. So Aghanim is out, Wazoo's in, and the team will be as followed. Fady will now be playing position 1 as a carry. Smacker still in the middle lane as position 2. Deathy in the off lane position 3. Wazoo now in as position 4, and Doppler Niran still staying at position 5. Next team we got is Sinister 5. Obviously, Aghanim left Pulse and has joined Sinister 5 now. And Newbie is the person I don't know all that much about, and he's out. I think Aghanim is a good addition for the team. Sinister 5 is the team was becoming really serious, really fast, and yeah, I'm interested to see how they play with a new player. Next team, another Prem team, higher Prem team is Mythic Gaming. Levi is out. All right, I write out there, but he kind of got kicked. I don't know the details of it or why he got kicked or whatever. And I don't want to make Mythic Gaming sound bad. I don't want to make Levi sound bad because he got kicked. I mean, he's a 5k MMR player. Happy to see him here. I mean, he's a free agent. If you guys want him, go approach him. But that is the truth of it. It happens. People get kicked. That's Dota. That's teams in general. Shit happens. And 1337 is introduced into the team as a mid player. So it'll run like this. 1337 in the mid lane, Kunchin in the off lane, Precious Petunia still as a carry. I think him and Kunchin used to swap before. But yeah, he's going to be playing carry now. Sargon as position 5, and a monster in the position 4 position. Actually, that was all mixed up. It was like a dyslexic person reading out the list. I could be dyslexic too. Who even knows? It's written messed up there too. So don't hate me. And for the next month, he won't actually be playing for Mythic. He's gone on vacation or work, or I don't actually know why he's gone. I wrote it down as vacation because I couldn't think of anything else. And while who will be standing in for him in that time is BEE. He's actually a player I played with before. He was on my team. I used to be his carry before Kunchin came along and stole him. But this was a couple of years ago. He's much better now, and he's played pretty well in Mythic so far that I've seen. Enough about Mythic Gaming. Next team is Aperture Gaming. As you can see in the big red there, out PSL. Special note there. Was not team hopping. He got kicked. That's the blunt end of it. He got kicked from the team. I don't know all the details, but I have heard he's got kicked. That's kind of sad. I like the guy a lot. It's sad to see him just get kicked from the team. He's a great player. So if any, and he's actually a free agent now, huh? If you second div teams who think you deserve to be in Prem, might as well give him a call. Maybe he'll come play for you guys. Sure, definitely. I'm just teasing. And Filthy Frank is back in the team, so that is a nice introduction to the team, addition to the team rather. Yeah, but it's gonna be run pretty weird. O'Malley's gonna be playing carry, and Filthy Frank is joining in the off lane. So it's gonna be like ACG mid, O'Malley carry, Frank in the off lane, Phalanx 4, and Bob 5. They say this is just a temporary thing. He's just gonna be running for 1 or 2 months or whatever, and then there's gonna be a big announcement. I don't know what this announcement is, or I don't have any real details on it, so I'm not gonna touch too much on that. Let's wait for them to make a shout out. But yeah, that's it. That's how it is. They're looking pretty good with Frank too. I love Frank. He's a good player, very good player. And Energy. This is one of my favorite transfers that I've seen so far. So obviously Filthy Frank left them, and Mr. Habibidi is back. He's joined Energy Esports, and he's reunited with his old teammate Odu. And this Energy Esports team is looking pretty damn strong. I don't know how they might actually change positions and where they play and how they play and all that kind of jazz, but it doesn't matter. I think just having a player like Habibi is a really good addition to their team. Interesting to see how that goes and how they play now. Oh my god. Last but not least, Veneration. Okay? So as you can see, here's a WhatsApp screenshot of me talking to Veneration's management of the Dota 2 team, Mr. Candle. I have got permission from him to share this, so I'm not just some, Freddie Lounge style or snake-ass journalist. I'm just a guy making YouTube videos about things he's allowed to talk about, more or less. And yeah, so this is how the conversation started. Hey Candle, this is common messaging here. I got your number from Tamir. I'm going to be starting a new YouTube video series, and I was wondering if it would be possible to give me an update on your roster if things are changing there at the VNR for the Dota 2. Candle's response. Hey Carmel, well basically 3 of our players decided to leave the team a couple of hours before the start of the OCS qualifiers, Arena Championship qualifiers I think. I only found out about this at 10 to 9, and the guys were meant to start playing at 12 o'clock. Obviously this was not enough time to find a team. Turns out they had planned a possible move since the Masters LAN when the offer to join Goliath Gaming was first given to them. As it stands, I don't have a replacement team. I'm having the guys finish their last 2 Masters game, at which point I will release them and need to decide if we will continue the Dota 2 in the next year, or odds are if we will find a strong enough team to actually compete at the Premier level in SA. Pretty sad news to hear, to say the least. And yeah, I'm going to talk about this for quite some time. I'm not going to talk directly about Veneration or the players who left or whatever, but I'm going to talk about the principles of the matter. South African esports and esports in general is becoming I'm going to stick to South Africa. It's becoming a lot more professional, and being professional doesn't mean you wear a fancy suit and tie and don't swear. That's not what it means. It means you have obligations. You keep to those obligations. You show respect to yourself. You show respect to others. And frankly speaking, fucking off 2 hours from a team 2 hours before your match after people have organized the game for you is not showing respect to anybody. And it's really sad to see this kind of stuff happen. I mean, it happens in all sports. A lot of players do this kind of thing, esports especially. I mean, look at RTZ, left, right, EG secret. But I mean, it's not how this thing's supposed to be done, right? Dota teams are called teams. You got Team Secret, you got Team XD, we call Dota teams, and a team means like you're all part of a single unit with one goal, and that goal is to win. You want to win, right? You having a problem, like in an ideal situation, how this thing should be dealt with is like, okay, you having a problem. Let's say you three are having a good time here. These last two players you're not agreeing with them. Okay, you go up to your manager. You be like, oh man, this stuff is not working in the team. We're fundamentally broken. What can we do to fix them? Can we find anybody here? Can we replace these guys? You take that approach too. I mean, your managers are there to not just sign you up for tournaments and buy you chow when you go there. I mean, they can do other stuff too. In a perfect case scenario, I mean, you get asshole managers, you get douchebag players, you get assholes on YouTube talking about asshole managers and YouTube players. That's a given in anything. But in a normal scenario, that's how it should work. I mean, like, what is Goliath Gaming gonna offer them? Like, freaking cupcakes on a daily with back massages and who knows? But look, guys, I'm not saying you shouldn't transfer or leave teams or go other places or get new opportunities. No, I'm not saying that at all. I mean, you want to win. You want what's best for you. What's best for your teammates. What you want. You give yourself the best chance to win. And I'm not saying don't transfer, don't move, don't do this. But that's not leaving 2 hours before a game starts is not the fashion in which you do that. Never, ever, ever, ever. I mean, here's another example, right? In a different case. Let's say I'm Muzzy. White Rabbit Gaming manager comes to ask me tomorrow. He's like, hey man, Castaway is leaving to go play in a European team next year, and we need a new mid player. Then Muzzy can be like, okay, that makes sense. I like the offer. Obviously, you guys are White Rabbit Gaming. I want to be the best. I want to play for you guys. I'm gonna join. So from that, you go and you tell your manager. You go straight up. I've got an offer from White Rabbit Gaming now. I don't want to play for you guys anymore. This, I feel, is a better opportunity for me, and I'm giving you 4 or 5. 2 months notice at the end of the leg. Giving you 5 games notice till this end of this leg, and then I'm gonna leave to go join White Rabbit Gaming. You do that. You let White Rabbit Gaming manager speak to Veneration's manager. They sort out the details about contracts, this, that. Football players, they have agents, they have lawyers, they have this, they have that. They just say they want to go, and you let those people do that, and your managers can work out an agreement. Let's say Alwyn says, okay, I know Muzzy's still in contract, but I'll give you 5k or 10k. 10,000 rand, and let's call that contract a scratch, and let's call it even. That's how it could work. That's a much more respectable way to do things than just leaving. But yeah, that's all I really have to touch on the topic of veneration. I think I hit all the points I wanted to, and yeah, I hope all the best for those players. I hope all the best for Candle and Veneration. Everything goes well. But yeah, next time for you, me, everybody else, let's if a situation like this comes up again, let's try. Treat it in a respectable manner. That's all I have to say. For the rest of there's the rest of the couple of important teams in the Dota 2 League. White Rabbit Gaming XD and XTC. There are no changes to any of those rosters. Everything's nice there, seemingly stable. Good to see that. No ping pong, as I call it. And yeah, that's more or less all I have for this week's news. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, put a like on my video, subscribe to the channel, whatever. You can find me on Twitter at KChickDay. You can find me on my Facebook page, ChickDay Dota. And yeah, you can do all of that if you want to. If you don't want to, I don't really care. Most importantly, if you like this video and you want to see more of these things, put a comment what you think you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what you think would be relevant in the future, that you think is a good suggestion for me to talk about. And anybody, if you guys have juicy stories about anything revolving around esports, and you think it's worthy to be on a weekly show like this, hit me up in a message my Facebook page. You can PM me on Twitter or something like that, and we'll see. We can take it from there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you, and goodbye.